President Donald Trump says he's losing confidence that Iran will agree to end all uranium enrichment as part of a revised nuclear deal with the United States. In an interview this week with Miranda Devine on the Podforce One podcast, Trump was asked if he thought Iran could be persuaded to shut down its nuclear program.
I'm getting more and more less confident about it. They seem to be delaying, and I think that's a shame, but I'm less confident now than I would have been a couple of months ago. Something happened to them, but I am much less confident of a deal being made.
Trump also addressed the consequences if no deal is reached, saying, if they don't make a deal, they're not going to have a nuclear weapon. If they do make a deal, they're not going to have a nuclear weapon too, you know? But they're not going to have a new nuclear weapon, so it's not going to matter from that standpoint. But it would be nicer to do it without warfare, without people dying. It's so much nicer to do it. But I don't think I see the same level of enthusiasm for them to make a deal. I think they would make a mistake, but we'll see. I guess time will tell. In a separate interview Tuesday with Fox News' Bret Baier, Trump described Iran's recent approach to negotiations as much more aggressive. He said, Iran is acting much differently in negotiations than it did just days ago. Much more aggressive. It's surprising to me. It's disappointing, but we are set to meet again tomorrow. We'll see. Responding to the latest U.S. statements, Iran's lead negotiator, Abbas Araghchi, posted on X. President Trump entered office saying that Iran should not have nuclear weapons. That is actually in line with our own doctrine and could become the main foundation for a deal. As we resume talks on Sunday, it is clear that an agreement that can ensure the continued peaceful nature of Iran's nuclear program is within reach and could be achieved rapidly. That mutually beneficial outcome relies on the continuation of Iran's enrichment program under the full supervision of the IAEA and the effective termination of sanctions. As both sides prepare for future talks, the U.S. military is also considering its options. On Tuesday, General Michael Kurilla, head of the U.S. Central Command, testified before the House Armed Services Committee about military readiness if diplomacy fails.
I provide a range of options to the president, but I am in all favor of having a negotiated settlement that prevents Iran from getting a nuclear weapon.
When pressed if CENTCOM was ready to act if directed, General Kurilla replied, yes.